Last question today is from Alexandra. Alexandra says, as a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up? I sort of remember some of the things that I thought I wanted to do when I grew up.
Me too. And I think if I recall correctly, cop was a big one. But doesn't every American boy go through the I want to be a cop phase when they're a kid?
I think I had a brief period, but the funny thing is, I don't think I ever really was interested in being a cop per se. I was interested in being a detective. Something about being a detective and like doing an investigation and figuring stuff out, that was more appealing to me, I think, than just being, like a beat cop, which I think is usually what might be more common among kids.
Mm-hmm. And then the other one for me was this more so than being a cop or anything like that. I wanted to be an astronaut.
Interesting.
Yeah, astronaut. Go out into space, explorer. Yep. That was big.
I never cared about, firefighter is another big one that some kids want. I never really cared about that. I did pretty early on have the idea that I wanted to be like a CEO of a big corporation. And I guess I'm the CEO of a small corporation. But and it is indeed a corporation now. A corporation.
We're talking Fortune 500 here.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought that would be cool. And even when I was in high school and I worked at Circuit City, I thought it would be really cool to be the CEO of Circuit City. Of course, they ultimately went bankrupt after making horrible decisions.
Maybe if you were the CEO, that wouldn't have happened.
Right. Maybe I could have prevented that. Yeah. Who could have foreseen that if you take commissioned employees who are making a good living and tell them we're taking you off commission, you now will make the same hourly wage no matter what you sell? Who could have predicted that wasn't going to work that well, right?
Well, yeah, I'm not sure. Someone with very little vision, and I couldn't tell you. It almost seems like they wanted the company to fail.
The other thing, although I read Circuit City is coming back now in some other form. Anyway, we're sort of getting off track. The other thing I do remember, I always thought it would be kind of cool to be the bus driver. And what's funny is still, right, I've mentioned this before, right now I have a job where it's all about thinking and figuring out, okay, there's the story, what's my angle on it, let's figure out visuals. It's not really like narrowly defined. I still think, you get on the bus, the stops are predetermined, you make sure people pay, you drive around. If there's traffic, you don't care, you can't do anything about it, you just sit there and you drive the bus. It seems like the structure of it does seem appealing to me in some way, and I know I've mentioned this before, and every time I do, people email in and they say, David, it might seem appealing because it's so opposite what you currently do, but there's a reason you're doing what you do and not driving a bus, which is at some point you probably would get bored of the bus driving and you would hate the structure of it. And that's true. When I've had jobs in the past that are far more structured and narrow in focus, I do get very sick of the routine pretty quickly.
Or someone defecates on the bus, or there's a fight. If you're driving children around as a bus driver, do you remember the things we would do to that bus driver?
I didn't say school bus driver. I mean like a city bus.
Okay. Because I think school bus driver would be out. You don't want to deal with those kids.
Oh, no.
I used to flash a laser pointer in the big mirror and hit the bus driver's eyes.
That could have caused an accident.
Yes, it could have.
That's not even funny. I do remember once when it was like around Halloween time, and someone rolled a pumpkin down the center aisle of the bus, and it sort of went down into the stairwell type of thing that's there at the front of the bus. But the driver, I remember stopping and saying, "Can you imagine if your pumpkin had rolled under the brake pedal? What would have happened?" Mm-hmm. And at that point, it really hit me that I don't ever want to be a school bus driver.
Yeah. Or be in an accident because of a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Both of those are pretty bad.
No doubt about it. All right, great questions today from Alexandra and Riley and Lillian. Keep the questions coming. We'll answer 3 every Friday. Terrific bonus show today. Only a couple of days left on the 33% membership discount with a free t-shirt deal. Monday, the deal ends, and we will give away 5 pairs of Elite XT wireless Bluetooth headphones worth $80 each to 5 members in good standing. Doesn't matter when you signed up, but why not sign up now and get in with a free t-shirt and a discount and in time for the drawing? But you must go to davidpakman.com/spring16. That is the only place. If you go to Drudge Report, you're not going to be able to sign up for this deal. If you go to Breitbart, you're not going to be able to sign up for this deal. The only place to sign up for this deal is at davidpakman.com/spring16.